Okay, we're live now. So I'll just go ahead and play our intro like before, and then we'll jump into it. Okay.
Welcome to the PSL Dentist Podcast, where healthy smiles meet real talk. Hosted by Port St. Lucie's very own Dr. Stephen Blank, the one dentist who's been making the Treasure Coast smile for decades. From one-visit crowns to clear aligners, Botox, and even lifting threads, yep, your dentist does that too. So sit back, open wide, not literally please, and get ready to sink your teeth into today's episode.
They're discreet, removable, and transforming smiles everywhere. Clear aligners are changing the way we straighten teeth. Welcome back, everyone. Frederick here, co-host and producer in the studio with Dr. Stephen Blank, your Port St. Lucie dentist. Dr. Blank, how's everything going in the practice today?
Doing wonderful, Frederick. Great to be here with you.
Excellent, excellent. So, Dr. Blank, shall we dive in? What are clear aligners and who are they best for?
This is a great topic. Clear aligners have been a revolution in dentistry and in orthodontics, moving teeth. Before, when I was a child, it was metal things on your teeth, and it was even metal bands that wrapped all the way around them, and with the wires and the edges that were always bothering the lips. And that's still a viable procedure for some people. Sometimes it's necessary, but for many, many cases, clear aligners make it much, much easier for patients to be compliant with home care and have healthy teeth and a healthy smile during treatment and afterwards. Basically, what a clear aligner is, it's a plastic piece that's fitted to your teeth that pushes the teeth a little bit. We we first do our diagnosis and our study models and design. Most of that is all virtual on computers now. And we design the case, and then the computer helps generate 3D printed models. With some of the other companies, they're sent down to South America and Mexico, and they print them all over the world and then get them back to the doctor. In my office, we design them in-house. We start with a digital scan of the teeth, so we don't even use a rubber impression material anymore. No gagging. Patients love that. And then we design it with software that we have in-house that lets us move the teeth to the positions we want to move them. And then that software creates the models. We print the models in-house. We suck down the plastic over the models, cut them out, trim them, and then we have aligners that are made here. Typically, a patient will wear the aligner for about 10 days. It pushes on the tooth, and then it kind of loses its oomph. So then they get the next aligner. So it's a whole series. Each case is different. Even the top might be different than the bottom, depending on the needs of moving the teeth, how crooked they are, how far they have to go. And so a patient will have a series. They might have 20 top aligners and 15 bottom ones, or any crazy number like that. And that helps move the teeth. The patients will make the change at home after 10 days. And then at the end of a month, I see them back in the office to check the progress. We're looking to see if the teeth are following the aligners and how the spacing is going. And then we provide them with the next few pairs of aligners and see them again a month down the road. So the patients can do almost all the care at home. They don't have to be at the office every week. But yet they have complete control. They can take the aligners out if they're going out for dinner or on a date. But mostly they have to wear them close to 24 hours. They take them out for meals, to brush their teeth and floss them, and then back in so they can continue to move the teeth to their final position. And they love it. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So you have covered, I guess, some of the unique benefits of clear aligners, but if you can just clearly state what are the key differences between clear aligners versus traditional braces?
Great question. One of the biggest changes, and it's a benefit for the patient and the dental office staff, is the ability of the patients to be able to floss their teeth at home without having to go around wires or brackets. So they can just pop the aligners out, floss their teeth, brush their teeth, clean the aligners off, back in they go, done. Simple. So we're not seeing nearly as much, or shouldn't see any dental decay because of their orthodontic care. They should be able to take good care of their teeth and have healthy results at the end.
Nice, nice. Wow,
Yeah.
so I guess that leads me to my next question, which is what are all the issues that clear aligners can treat effectively? You know, we've got like maybe straightening teeth, but are there other issues that clear aligners are effective for?
Very good. I use them for aligners to move the teeth. We also use them in situations where a patient's perhaps going to have has a missing tooth and needs to have an implant placed. But the bone has to heal for a few months. They need a bone graft, perhaps. Implant has to heal for a few months. It could be almost a year. So we can make an aligner in the office, and in the aligner we can put a false tooth. So it looks like when the patients are wearing it that they have a tooth in that position. Sometimes we're moving teeth. Sometimes we're not even moving them. We're just providing the false tooth. So we can do two goals. We can move them and have a fake tooth inside so that they don't have that space during their orthodontic care. And other times it's just to provide a temporary tooth. And that works
Hmm.
well because it's also removable and they can clean the space around the area where they're about to receive an implant and heal.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Yeah, so would you say that or are clear aligners more popular among like an older crowd? Like, are they more popular among adults or teens, or do you see them being requested by parents for younger kids as well?
Well, in my office, I don't do the wired braces with the brackets. So we don't hear the request for that. And it's more a compliance issue. Sometimes with younger patients, the wires are the way to go because the patient just won't wear the aligners as well and they can't take the metal braces off. So the parents want to know if I'm paying for this treatment, I want them wearing it. For most cases, it can be a toss up. Certain cases are still better with wire braces, and some can be done with aligners without any difference in the outcome. That's something that the doctor has to examine and make that decision about. So if a patient would be better having wire braces, we refer them to the orthodontist for diagnosis and care. In the rest of the cases, they're staying here and we can get the job done nicely. But each
Gotcha.
procedure has its advantages, and the dentist needs to know that
Gotcha.
so we
Gotcha.
can
Thanks for that.
give a good recommendation.
Absolutely. So, speaking of patient compliance, I mean, how important is patient compliance in achieving good results?
Oh my, that's a wonderful question because the teeth are going to move through your jawbone. People don't think about this, but your jawbone is not like a piece of cement. It's alive. So when we push a tooth, let's say we're taking a front tooth and we're tipping it forward, the bone in the front has to change shape to allow that to happen. And then behind the tooth, we have to fill that area in with a little bit of bone. It's all happening on a microscopic level, but the tooth moves through the bone that way. If the gums are red and unhealthy, it doesn't work as well, or the gums go down. So in a healthy mouth, everything works out just fine. So with our orthodontic patients, just like our other patients, it's really critical to have good home care all year round, not be a slacker. So, and my patients tend to tell me, well, I floss a little bit more now, or I don't snack as often because I have to take the aligners out and clean my teeth again. They become much more aware of their need to do good home care. And they do it. And when you're an adult patient and you're paying for it, you seem to care a lot more.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that being said, I mean, what lifestyle benefits do aligners offer compared to traditional braces?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of adult patients that want the aligners so they can have a better smile. They don't want to wear braces, but yet they're working with the public up close. They're doing job estimates or dealing with a client, and they just want to have a good appearance. And they've always had one tooth sticking out or crooked, or where they felt very conscious and they were concerned that other people were seeing that. So this allows them to have a result without having the need for wires or anything on their teeth during the care. Great
Gotcha,
option.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Thanks for clarifying. So, that being said, would you be open to sharing a success story of a patient who's used clear aligners?
Well, I hear this one frequently. A lot of my patients come in and they tell me, well, I had braces when I was a teenager, and I just didn't wear my retainers, and now I'm seeing my front teeth are getting rotated and crooked again or overlapping a bit, and they really want a solution, but they really don't want braces again. So if they're a case that we can do with aligners, they jump all over it. They're glad to be able to get the results that they want without having to wear braces, and they can go out with their friends, and most of them don't even know they have the aligners in. So that works really well. And afterwards, I have a lot of patients that just thank me up and down because they just think it's the best thing, that they've wanted that for so long, and they were a little chicken to pull the trigger and say, yes, I'm going to do this. And then once they make the commitment and they see the teeth all straight, they're all smiles.
Nice. That's amazing. Well, Dr. Blank, thank you so much for explaining clear aligners and who they're best suited for. Thanks for taking the time. And for everyone else watching this show, thank you for joining the journey, and we'll see you all again next time.
It was great to be with you. Thank you.
That's a wrap for the PSL Dentist Podcast, where smiles are brighter and laughs are always cavity-free. To keep your smile in shape, call 772-878-7348 or visit psldentist.com to schedule your appointment with Dr. Stephen Blank, the one-stop doc for smiles, beauty, and everything in between. Until next time, keep flossing, keep smiling, and keep listening.